for having us. World Cup, and then all other sports in the world will have to form a line right there behind the soccer.
And soccer is the sport in which the goalkeeper has to remain on the goal line prior to all penalty kicks. We could not have had a more dramatic finish and headbutt to the World Cup final. Italy and France, the entire world watching. This is what they're playing for. The fans, they were pumped. The players, they were focused, humming along, singing a song. France has not lost to Italy in 28 years, a span of 6 matches. 6th minute, Marco Materazzi tackles Florent Maladou in the box. France awarded a penalty kick. Only one player in World Cup Finals history is missed. Zinedine Zidane is not that player. He's just the 4th player to score in 2 different World Cup Finals. You can see clearly it did cross the line. That was the first goal allowed in 460 minutes by Italy. Italy corner. Andrea Pirlo crosses. Materazzi heads it by Fabian Barthez. We're tied at 1. Check it again. Materazzi gets up and flicks it in for the goal. We move on now to the second half. And the 62nd minute. Italy, free kick. Luca Toni is going to use his head for the goal. Right? Wrong. Italy is called offside. Check the replay. There's the line. It's close, but accurately called. Italy offside. We head into extra time, tied at 1. France and Italy warming it up for 2 15-minute overtime periods. Not sudden death or play it out. 104th minute of extra time. Willy Sagnol crosses it to Zidane, heads it right on. But Gianluigi Buffon, the amazing save to tip it over the bar right there. Buffon saves the day for the Azzurri. 110th minute. You see Zidane and Materazzi exchanging words. Just moments later, here's what everyone's talking about. Zidane headbutts Materazzi in the chest. Red card. Thrown out of his last match. He's just the 4th player ever to be sent off in a World Cup final. Has to rely on his teammates to try to win that trophy. We head to penalty kicks. Italy has struggled. 0-3 all-time penalty kick shootouts in World Cup action. The only other final to go to a shootout, 94 World Cup, Italy-Brazil. Roberto Baggio missed the PK to make Brazil champions. Barthez and Buffon, the goalkeepers, wishing each other luck. They didn't really mean it. Italy's first shot. Pirlo shoots it and scores. The keeper guessed right and it didn't matter. Italy up 1-0. Here's France's first shot now. Sylvain Wiltord lines up and fires it by Buffon. Penalty kicks tied at 1 after the first round. Here's Italy's second shot now. Materazzi, involved in every aspect of this match, scores. Puts Italy up 2-1. Time for France's second shot. David Trezeguet. Trezeguet off the crossbar and it stays out. Check the replay. Talk about down and out. There it is. We go to Italy's third shot now. Daniela De Rossi. De Rossi the shooter. De Rossi the scorer. Puts Italy up 2, up 3-1 in the penalty kicks. Here's France's third shot now. Eric Abidal. Abidal and France, they close the gap to 3-2 after the third round. Gets us to Italy's fourth shot. They get 5. Alessandro Del Piero. He's the man. Del Piero. He scores. Italy up 4-2. The next shooter, it's all on him. Sagnol has to score to keep France alive. And he does. Beats Buffon. France down 4-3 after 4 rounds. All up to Fabio Grosso. If he scores, Italy wins. He scores, Italy wins. Italy, the 2006 World Cup champion. Italy reportedly will pay their players more than $313,000 each for the victory. The fans back in Rome were going wild. Fireworks would go off inside and outside of the Olympic Stadium. And Cannavaro, Italy's captain, in the end, he would be awarded the trophy. Bottom line, Italy defeats France 5-3 in the penalty kick shootout. They become world champions. So, just wondering, How's your Italian?
Sono comunemente chiamati da tutti come un terno all'otto, no?
Well, the PKs are considered to be by many to be a lottery. But in my opinion, Bishop was able to both win and lose it in UEFA Champions League final. And in both cases, when we won it, my players were very pumped, just like tonight.
Per una volta i rigori per l'Italia sono andati bene.
Finally, the PKs for Italy were successful. We're extremely happy for what we have done. And I'm proud for the way the tournament ended. We have no words.
A game on penalty, it's always cruel, you know. When you in the wrong side, it's difficult to take, but that's the way it is.
Italy finally boots his demons in World Cup penalty kicks. Italy had been eliminated on PKs in 3 of the previous 4 World Cups, including to this same French team back in the '98 quarterfinals. More now from Berlin. Here's Brent Musburger.
What this Italian team overcame to win the World Cup is amazing. There was a suicide attempt by a former national team teammate, and then the match-fixing scandal back home in Italy. And this is pointed directly at 4 of the biggest clubs in Italy. At the top, Juventus, which won the last 2 championships of Serie A. There were a total of 8 players, 5 on the Italian side, 3 on the French side. And it's believed that if Juventus is dropped down to the minor leagues of soccer in Italy, they will all become free agents, and then the run on the Italian talent will surely begin. But the other major story, as we bring in Eric and Julie to talk about it, is what in the world happened last night to Zinedine Zidane. Julie, start us through the actual incident and take us through it.
I can't even take us through the incident because it's just one of those moments of, you know, he wasn't thinking. That's the only thing I can put it down to, because a player like that who has had just a tremendous career over the decade, he lifted the trophy, the World Cup trophy for France in 1998. He almost led them to another World Cup, this one. To do that in overtime in your career on that visual, I don't know what he's thinking. I can't wait to hear this.
I'm waiting for it is a mystery right now, Brent. I mean, a lot of people are trying to figure out what happened. It was reported that he heard a voice that told him to return to the French national team. I hope he wasn't hearing that voice when he was going through this scenario. This is just something, it's got everybody confused right now. It's just a horrible way to see a great player leave the game.
And especially when you go back to earlier in the game, it was his penalty kick that put France ahead in the first half, 1-0. Then in the first overtime, he had a chance to win it. He had a shot for a header, and Buffon stopped it. But I just cannot get over that headbutt.
But we have to give credit to Italy. I think because they go down a goal early, they have time to come back, they show the composure they've shown the entire World Cup. And you see, after 4 World Cups of heartbreak for Italy, they had the composure to stay with it and pull it off in the end.
The headlines will be all about Zidane. They truly will. And that's unfortunate because they are the world champions.
No question about it. They hoisted the trophy. But Zidane earned the headlines.
Brent, this was not Zidane's first red card for physical play. In the '98 World Cup, Zidane got a red card for stomping on a player from Saudi Arabia. During the 2000-2001 Champions League season, Zidane, playing for Juventus, received a red card for headbutting a Hamburg player. And in Sunday's final, Zidane's headbutt in overtime got him another red card that cost him a chance at penalty kicks, might have cost his country a World Cup title. And all of it comes in the final game of his stellar career.
This World Cup report brought to you by Subway Restaurants. Subway, eat fresh.